kind of focused on right now. Just getting into surgery, getting into rehab, and taking it day by day. It's very unfortunate circumstances, but unfortunately, it's football and it happens all the time. So, like some of the stuff that I preach to you guys, Coach Rod has done a phenomenal job of bringing up the younger guys. And like Herm said, you're one hit away from having to go in the game. So I'm not worried about the guys that we have behind us, and I'm not too sure what the future holds for me, but the only thing I'm worried about right now is just getting into rehab and getting out. So, yeah.
Wait, do you have a year of eligibility left? Don't you have a year? And if you do you plan on using it?
So this was supposed to be my 5th year. This would have been my 5th year season, and I'm not too sure yet. I'll make that decision when it needs to happen, but right now it's just going to be rehab and preparing. If I want to come back, I can, and if I don't, I don't. But I haven't really made that decision yet, but I will later down the road. So.
Michael Jordan Ham, Sports 360 AZ. Can you just take us through getting the news, your reaction, how you're processing all of this information, and kind of when that timeline of events happened?
Yeah, I mean, it was it was a random play at practice, just another play. But yeah, the crazy thing was I played 5 more plays after it had happened. I didn't know that it was fully torn at the time, but went and saw Dr. Chabra, Mayo Clinic and stuff like that, and they took phenomenal care of me. Went and got my MRI Friday evening, and then got the news it was fully torn, and it's obviously heartbreaking. Something I never wanted or nor expected to happen, but now I just got to roll with the punches, right? So at this point, sitting in 4 walls by myself in my room isn't going to do me any good. So.
And to confirm that the injury is a torn ACL.
Yeah.
What day did this happen?
I believe it was last week. I want to say Wednesday, probably around there. So.
I asked this of Herm. It seems like defensive end is one of the deeper positions that you might have on the team with guys emerging. So, can you just give your thoughts about others in the group on the other side or playing behind you?
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I alluded to even before the season, I'm really excited to see, Vez coming back, Joe, Coop, Dylan Hall. These guys are going to start getting a lot more reps, and I'm actually really, really excited. I mean, I was excited even when I was playing to go see them, but now I'm really excited because now they're going to get their opportunity, and that's all it takes is one shot. So I'm excited to see what they make the most of this season.
Rodriguez talked about Joe Moore being something that's really improved a lot and rounding out his game. So what have you seen from him in that respect?
Yeah, he made really good strides. Not only this past spring, but throughout the summer, he was definitely one of the guys, along with Coop and Vez and Dylan as well. They're just guys that consistently came in, and I would work with the defensive ends almost every day after summer workouts, and they were definitely a few of the guys that were eager to jump in line and start working on some technique and get ready for fall camp.
Mike, Tim Healy from ASU Radio. Mike, put your career in perspective, would you? The way you have grown as a person and as a player from day one you came on campus to where you are sitting before us right now.
Yeah, physically I was 230 pounds coming in here, and now I'm 265, so that's different. But I think I've grown a lot from the coaches that we've had on staff here to the change that's happened to the whole environment of college football changing. I think there's a lot more maturity in myself. I feel like the old grandpa around here now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I feel very confident in who I am as a player, what I did here, as well as what is still left to be accomplished. So,
is there a special game or moment that sticks out in your mind as you look back? I know I asked you that at the open house a couple weeks ago.
SC game, COVID year, 2020. That was the first year. That was my first start. So that was the first time anybody actually kind of got to see me play. I'm pretty sure there was probably people who didn't even know my name at that point. So, yeah, SC game 2020.
You had a pretty good game that day, as I recall.
Yeah, thank you.
Mike, you're showing incredible perspective, and thank you for coming in here and talking about this. But you mentioned it's devastating, it's heartbreaking. how long did it take you to get to this point to maybe see a bigger picture, or are you still kind of working through that?
If this would have happened 2 years ago, we'd probably be in a different situation right now. Probably be a lot more heartbroken and wouldn't really know how to handle it. But at this point, you know, I've been around long enough that eventually everything just kind of goes on, right? And so now it's my turn to stay on the train, right? Like there's 2 ways I can go about this, and one of them is go sit in the corner and feel sorry for myself, or still help these guys accomplish what they want to accomplish. And regardless of if I'm on the field or not on the field, I want to see these guys win a Rose Bowl. And I still have the same expectations as if I wasn't playing. And so I'm going to hold them to that standard.
Michael Herm said that you're going to be taking like a coaching role type aspect. Are you, interested in that in the future? Like, have you always been drawn to that?
I can't say that coaching might be my may or may not be my calling. But I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to take full advantage of it. I mean, it's probably one of the best coaching staffs to be a part of. So I'm going to take every piece of advice that I can from them and help them as much as I can. If there's any way, shape, or form that I can help, it'll feel good to help. And I don't really want to sit on the sidelines and do nothing. So,
Michael, Cameron Cox, 12 News. What do you make of Donnie as a coach?
I love Donnie. He's hilarious. He's a great man, first off, and I want to say Herm definitely undersold that. He's a phenomenal man. I enjoy every minute being with him. Really good coach. Knows his players very well. Knows how to interact with the team. He's part of that camaraderie, right? Like you feel like he's kind of your uncle all the time. But no, I love Coach Donnie, and I think he's a phenomenally smart man, and I think he's going to do a great job this season coaching us.